Hey everyone, thanks for joining, and if you're catching the replay, welcome to the replay. I'm just quickly going to put this into my VIP group. If you're a part of that, I would love to have you. If you're not a part of that, I would love to have you. Just type in VIP and I'll get you joined. And we're just going to give it just a little bit just to see some people can jump on and get this over there. How are you guys doing today? As you're jumping on, tell me where you're from. Say hello. I'd love to hear where everybody's from. Hey, Sue. How are you doing today? Almost find it. Okay. We're going to share this over to my group. And oh, now. I know it's going to be so much fun. I'm excited that you're going to make it. Okay, I've got that into my VIP group. Okay, ladies, this is what we're going to do today. Is I have this old window that I made like a couple of years ago, and I made this little. This is a stencil that I've had for years. So I've had this window for years, and so this side is going to be Christmas theme, and this side is going to be our Vintage Truck Valentine's Day theme. So actually, I can redecorate it for each season. What I did with this side is I actually painted it with chalkboard paint. But to make it easier for you guys, you could actually you can do the transfer right on the glass, and you can just put like black paper, like scrapbook paper on the back of it, or you could even get that like contact paper, the black chalkboard contact paper, and put on there, and that would probably be easier than trying to do the chalk paint, because it just kind of gets everywhere. And that was the same thing with this stencil. You can kind of see that, I'll turn it back over. You can kind of see that it did some overspray on the window. So I'm kind of excited to use the Chalk Couture transfers and get a bit of a cleaner look and not as messy, because I think I had overspray in my garage and everything else. So that's kind of another reason I like Chalk Couture, because it's not quite as messy as using stencils and spray paint and all that good stuff. So let me show you what we're going to do today. We're going to use the Vintage Truck, and it's layered, and we're actually going to layer in. So the Vintage Truck has add-ons, and so this is the Christmas add-on, and we're actually going to use the Plaid for one of with the truck, and then we're going to use. Hey ladies, thanks for joining. We're going to use Loads of Love and then the hearts for the Valentine's Day. And so I think this is there's like 4 different add-ons. One's winter, spring, summer, and fall. So that one, the first one was the winter one. I think this is the spring one. That makes sense to me. And now we're going to use those, and then we're also going to use the big 18 by 18 Plaid to kind of make like a road on the bottom to have our truck on, and then we'll go from there. So if you're joining me, this is my first time to do the layering thing, so you guys are just gonna have to bear with me. You're growing with me in this new adventure with me. So if you guys have questions, just let me know. If I miss them in the comments, I will certainly go back after the live and get to them. If you don't feel comfortable asking in the comments, just send me a direct message. I don't mind, talking that way as well. So we're going to get started, and I'm going to put you down on the board so you can actually see the project. Uh-oh. Sue, don't make me laugh at dirty-minded stuff. Okay, so we're going to take this, and we're going to put it down on the back, the chalkboard here. And this is, if you're new, this is our transfers. And it's sticky on the back side, and it's actually silk screen, so that's how it comes out with the clean and crisp look. And then we use our chalk paste to get to put on there, and so we have less of a mess. So let's start with putting this down. And I'm not going to use the whole thing, so I'm going to try to just put what I want on there. Okay. So the other thing that's great about our transfers are they are flexible. So you can see that this is a little bit bigger than my actual surface. So I can just tuck it up in there and actually get, still get a good clean look. Okay. Get that all stuck down and try to get your air bubbles out. I can see there's a big air bubble. And even though this is sticky, like you can bring it up until you get it on the surface the way you want it, okay? And this might take a little bit just because it's so big. Okay. Let's see how that turns out. The other thing is our products are like fail proof, so if you don't like it, you basically wipe it off and start over again. So I'm going to actually start with this being pink. Hey Shanda, thanks for joining. And then I'm going to take my paste, and for those who are new, this is just chalk paste, and it's kind of in between like old school chalk and chalk paint. So if it was old school chalk, once you put on your design and you touched it, you'd smear it. But if it was paint, it would be permanent. So this you can actually put on, and it stays on for as long as you want. And then when you're ready to take it off, you just take a Lysol wipe and wipe it off. So you can touch it, your grandkids can touch it, you can dust it, you can even get it wet as long as you don't scrub on it. It will stay on, okay? So I'm going to take one of our larger squeegees and get it on here and see how this turns out. And I'm kind of squishing it back into the corners and on the edges here to get it at the bottom. So now you just take your paste and you just smooth it around. Doesn't have to be pretty, doesn't have to be perfect. And put some more on this side till your design area is covered. So it doesn't have to be like on the blue, just on the open surface areas. Okay. Take this, and I'm just pushing that back, pushing that back in there just to get the design areas covered. How are you guys doing? Are you guys watching TV and hanging out, being lazy this Sunday? Just a little bit more. And I do make a mess, so you guys just have to. Okay, so I got it all on there, all over the design. So now I'm going to just take up the excess of the paint and put it back in my jar. So you can see that it doesn't take a whole lot of actual paste and for each project. So this is like a 3-ounce jar and it will last you forever. Okay, take that up, put that aside. So then you're just gonna peel and reveal and take that up. I'm actually thinking that I'm gonna remove that top layer because I don't think it would look right with my truck there. Okay, so I'm actually just gonna take, after I get done, I'm gonna take these to the sink and wash them all up. So I'm just going to put this back down on its backer sheet. And what you do to keep your transfers in good shape is you would just take it to the sink and wash it with water, and then lay it where the sticky side is actually up on the upside, and once it dries, you put it back on the backer sheet. And you want to, there's a shiny side and a dull side to your backer sheet, and you want to put it on the shiny side, okay? So remember, shiny and sticky side go together. So I'm going to put that to the side. Okay, so here's my first thing I don't like. Let's see. Hi, Linda. Oh, thank you, Linda. So I don't think this is, I kind of want more of the solid on there. I don't know if you guys can tell. But anyway, I'm just going to take off this first little layer here with just the Lysol wipe. And so it just looks like the truck has something that it's actually riding on the pavement is kind of what I'm trying to go for. So we'll see how it turns out. And then it gives it time to also get the rest of it dry. It doesn't take very long to dry, so you can just use a hair dryer if you want to, you know, kind of get the process going. So here we go. Okay. And I'll show you guys and explain to you guys how you can like use this truck for the different seasons. So if you saw on my backer board or my transfers, you could see that it had for Easter and for the Irish holiday. What's the Irish holiday? I can't remember. Oh goodness. My cousin's gonna kill me. That's his favorite holiday. I can't remember. I can't believe I forgot it. Anyway, for the different holidays, I'll show you how you can change it out. Okay, so you can see how easy that was. I didn't like some of it. I just took it and took a Lysol wipe and took it off. Okay, now I'm going to actually dry it so that I can put the truck on it. St. Patrick's Day. That's right. Me too. Okay. Okay, so you can see that didn't take very long to dry, and now I'm going to put my truck on there. So you have two different layers of the truck, and one of my suggestions is when you cut your transfers up, and this is a tip for storage, I would say, actually just cut the transfer, don't cut your white backing, and then you can store it back in this little package that it goes in. And the package has the name of the transfer on there. So you kind of know what it is and what's all in that transfer. So that's just kind of one thing that I would do different if I would have known. Hey, Linda. Hey, Linda, we are actually just, it's Chalk Couture, and I'll give you the link once I get done with the live. But we just expanded into Canada, and I'll actually put you a whole area of where we're servicing Canada. So I have a whole demographic like little map that I can share with you. It's all in my online shop, so you would just go to my online shop and purchase it, and it would get delivered to your front door. Okay, so I'm going to try to get the tires setting on my little area here, and kind of make it look like it's on the the brick road, I guess. So let me see if I can master that this time. I think it's going to be fine. Okay, so you get it down, and you can see through this on the silk screen, guys. So I just kind of saw a little bit of the plaid and came up just a hair to get it to line with my brick road here. And then, actually, this is kind of sticky, so I am going to fuzz this one. And this is a fuzzing cloth, but you guys can use your t-shirt, you can use a towel. This is just one that's in my online shop for you. And it just helps your transfer not be as sticky and a little bit more flexible. So let me get it back down here again. Okay. Okay. Now, smooth it out and just get your air bubbles out, okay? And then I'm going to make the base of it white. I'm going to make the plaid teal, and then I'm going to make the body red. So let's see how all that turns out. Let me see if that's going to... Actually, I think I need to bring it up more because my wheels are going to go into the pavement or into my brick. So yeah, I need to bring this up just a little bit more. I bet right there is going to work. Okay. Okay, so let's go white here. And again, you just take the chalk paste. And you guys, when you're working with the chalk paste, you want to make sure that it's kind of like a yogurt-like consistency. And if it's too dry, just squirt just a tiny bit of water in there and give it a good stir. And that kind of helps you kind of smooths on a little bit better onto your transfer. So I'm going to put the paste just on the outside of the design. I think that helps the design take a little bit better. It doesn't, anyway, I think it just looks a little bit better. So I can't explain that part. But all you have to do is move the paste into the design area, okay? For those that are new. So again, I'm just going to blot it around and get it on my transfer here. Okay. Take my squeegee and I'm just moving it into the area where the silk screen is. Okay. Super. Actually, guys, this is really calming and relaxing. It's one of those stress relievers that you can actually enjoy. You don't have to put too much thought into it. You just play with it and come up with your own design. But you know, it's so forgiving that if you don't like it, like I didn't like how the plaid turned out, you wipe it off and you start over, okay? So, and it goes on any surface. So I don't know if you were, some of you came on later. I painted this window with chalkboard paint, but you could actually do it on the glass itself. And then, you know, if you wanted a black background, you could actually put like cardboard paper on the back, or even use the contact paper, you know, to kind of get the chalkboard look. And we have inks that will go on fabrics. So if you want to use this for a shirt, definitely could do that. You heat set it with your iron. So I'm just going to peel this up, and I'm going to peel it up slowly. So if I missed an area, I just put down the transfer back down and go over it with my paste. Okay. You can see how the design's coming out really nice. Okay. Okay, so that's the base. And I'm just going to put this over here so that I can wash it up pretty good. Okay, let me I did get some where I didn't want it, so I'm just taking my Lysol wipe and removing it. I'm going to dry this so we can put the next layer on. Guys, and you'll know when it's dry just like regular paint, it becomes a different, I would say sheen, but it's kind of a matte finish. Okay, so let me get my plaid. And plaid's huge right now, and that's what I love about these transfers is that you can stay in style, you stay in season, and there's really like little to no effort to it. So the way I'm lining it up, guys, is this. There's a little hump right here. Can you see it? And I'm going to line it up with my little hump down here, okay? And hope that works. Okay, again, I'm just going to smooth it down and get the air bubbles out. There's some air bubbles on this side, so. Okay, so this is going to put the plaid on it, and I'm going to do it in teal. And this is actually the Chalk Couture color, as you can tell with our transfers and stuff, is the teal. So I'm just going to blot that around again. And then I'll take my squeegee and I'll get it on the actual image. Okay, so I have a clean squeegee, and guys, you can use just one squeegee. Just wash it with water, and after each use, you can use the same squeegee. But for our purposes, instead of you guys watching me clean stuff, I just get multiple squeegees. Everything is super easy to clean up. If you clean it up with water, you can, you know, if you're not in your kitchen and you're crafting, you can just take a bowl of water and do it, or you can just take it to your sink and wash it, okay? So, and they're reusable up to a dozen different times. Actually, and I would say we probably get more use out of it than that, but just on the, we like to say on the caution side and say about a dozen times they're reusable. You just wash them and then put them back on their backer sheet, and they're ready to go for the next time. So I got all the paste on my design area, and I'm just going back through and getting all the excess up and putting it back in my jar. So again, it's not going to use very much paste. This jar will last you for quite a while. I make sure it's not on my hands, and then I bring it up. So ideally, you want to, this is kind of like a fabric, so to keep it from stretching, you want to peel it up from like top to bottom or left to right, or, you know, from side to side. So, aw, how cute. Every time I do a project, I'm just so impressed with how cute, the cuteness of it. It just comes out so cute. Okay, so let's do that. Let me get this off my hands. And I'm going to dry this, and then I'll do the red part. Okay, I think that's dry. So we did the white and we did the turquoise, and now we're going to do the red for the body. And that's for this one. Okay, so we're going to complete the truck with this one. And guys, if you don't want the plaid, if you just want to do just the white and like the white part and this part, it's made for that. So you don't even have to have the plaid. I just think the plaid is just adorable. So I wanted to really use it. But you can just get the truck transfer and you still can get a perfectly good truck out of it. So I'm just fuzzing this up to make it not so sticky. Again, just you can use the fuzzing cloth or you can just use a regular old terry cloth that you have at your home. And I'm going to line this up with the tires. Okay. Let's see. At the back of it. Okay, I'm going to do this one in red and see how it is. And I didn't get it quite on my little road here, but I think it will be fine. I think it will still be cute. Okay. Okay, make sure you smooth it out and get all your air bubbles out. And let's do red. Okay. I'm just going to put this on my truck over here on the outside of it. Oop. Okay, that's probably enough. Okay, take the squeegee and just go over the design area. And honestly, this has been easier than I kind of thought. I was a little nervous about doing this one on a live since this is my first time to do it. But it lined up so well that it was like everything they do. It's easy. So it makes crafting fun again because you actually turns out a project that you actually can accomplish and that you are proud of. Like you actually enjoyed it and it actually looks nice. Something you would actually give as a gift or keep for yourself. So, and they just take all the guesswork out of it for you. Okay, I'm going to take the excess, so I'm going to put it back in my jar. And let me know if you guys have questions. You know, I was going to do the hearts with red, but I think the hearts need to be pink since the truck body is actually red. What do you guys think? You think we should do the hearts pink or red? Maybe once we get this up, we can decide. Okay. Again, just kind of pull it up and then take it up left to right or top to bottom. Oh. Oh, cute, 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 cute. Okay, guys, this turned out really good. Let me see if I can actually bring it up so you guys can actually see it a little bit better. Okay. What do you guys think? Can you see it? Maybe over here? Is the lighting okay? One thing I did do is I did put some painter's tape around the bottom here so that when I was doing the pink plaid, it wouldn't mess up my frame and I could just tear, peel the paint off and not have to worry about a big mess. So I think I'm going to put pink hearts here now. I was going to do red, but I think it will blend in with the truck a little too much. So let's try the pink hearts now. hearts there. Okay, let me take you back down. And let's work on, okay, the hearts. Just gonna peel that off the backer. Okay, ladies, so this is the part where I was gonna kind of explain. There's a lot of different, you know, there's flowers, there's the eggs for Easter, there's the for St. Patrick's Day. So really, if you wanted to, and this is the color that you wanted for your house, and you weren't going to change the truck, you could spray it with a lacquer, and so you could actually take off just the heart part. You know what I'm saying? You could take a Lysol wipe and be able to remove the hearts and then put on the flowers, but you would keep the truck itself the same color. Obviously, if you want to be able to change out the truck to different colors and everything, just leave it as it is. It doesn't need to have any kind of sealer on it. And when you're ready, you just take a Lysol wipe and wipe it off, okay? Let me dry this last one. Okay, so this is where the hearts and everything come into. He is carrying a load of hearts, basically. And again, we're just going to put it right on top of the truck bed. I'm going to move it down to actually see the truck bed, and then just come up just a hair. And make sure that's, yeah, right there. Okay, so I'm going to do these in pink, since the truck bed is actually red. And again, just take my paste and move it around. Just be a little careful that you don't get it on your red there, or whatever color you have. There we go. And now I'm just going to take off the excess. And guys, if you're interested in any of the things that I've shown tonight, just type in shop and I will get you the link to the things. Okay. If you have questions, just feel free to ask me or send me a DM, a direct message, and I'll get back to you. Okay. So let's peel this up. And again, just go slow. And if you miss something, you can just put it back down and fill it in with the paste. What do you guys think of all those little hearts? Oop, I missed one right there. So I'm just going to put it back down and fill it in with some more paste. Okay. Put that there. All right. Okay. Now we're going to put some wording on it. And I don't have to worry about drying that. So I'm going to use Loads of Love and put it on here. And you guys, if you can think of a friend or family member that's like DIY crafts, feel free to share the page or invite them to our VIP group. Would love to have everyone. So let me bring this down so you guys can see it. Loads and then love. Okay, and now I've got to decide what colors I want for my wording. That's the hardest part of the job, is trying to figure out what your colors are. All the other guesswork is pretty much done for you. I think I'm actually gonna wait to put that on because I want to put it on up in the little curve here. So I'm just gonna put that off to the side. And I think I'm gonna put red up here. And make sure you guys can still see it. So it's a larger one, so I'm making sure my camera is actually still on. And for those that are interested, we actually do have a club membership where you'd actually get Happy Craft Mail each month. It's $19.99, and again, it comes straight to your door each month. If that's something that you think you might be interested in. It's exclusive transfer, and only our club members get it. So we never really know what it's going to be until that month comes out. But they've been super cute lately. I can definitely share more information on that if you'd like. You just type in club. And then you can also do what I do as a designer. And there are several ways. You don't have to go live, so don't have a heart attack, but there's different ways. So, if I wanted to, if you're a craft person that has like a booth or does craft shows, once I get this completed, it's pretty much my work, and I could sell it at a craft show. And all of our designs are licensed, so we don't have to. We can do what we wish with the finished project, whether that be at craft shows or online. We can sell our works of art. Okay, I'm just going to pull this up. And this one's a little sticky. I don't think I fuzzed it. And you kind of want to try to pull it like straight up if you can. I know some situations make it a little bit difficult. Ooh, that's pretty. Turned out real pretty. Okay, one more. And then how many of you guys are into bows? I think I'm actually going to put a bow on here. We'll see. The one I made is pretty big, so we'll have to see what it looks like with or without it. Okay. Okay, let's see what this one, I just wanted to get up in the little curve there. And our transfers are all mix and matchable, so if you wanted to make designs out of like 2 or 3 different transfers, they perfectly work together. They actually have different collections. We have from Farmhouse to boho to vintage. So there's quite a selection. I think we got about 250 to 300 different transfers. And then we have about 30 different colors of our pastes and our inks. So I think I'm going to stay with red for love. I thought about doing it like a white or something, What do you guys think? You think we should do a different color for the love? Let me see if I have any comments in here. You guys think we should do a different color on the L for love, or the word love? Just trying to figure out where I'm at. Hold on. And check for comments while I'm waiting on that. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to go with red and see how that looks. You know what? If I don't like it, if I think it's just too much red up here top, I can just take a Lysol wipe and erase it and do a different color. Okay. There we go. Okay. Take that off, and we are almost done. Take that off, put that back on there. And guys, I'll just take all this to my sink and wash it up with cold water. I mean, lukewarm water. It doesn't have to be a certain temperature. Just whatever feels right to you. And then you put it back on your backer sheet, okay? And put the sticky side on the shiny side of your backer sheet, and then you store it away for next time. So, there we go. What do you guys think? Oh, okay, let me get this off. And let me dry it up, and so we'll have so we can put a bow on it now. Okay, ladies, I'm going to take this painter's tape off. Just kind of help me from having to clean up on the inside of it. And let me bring you back up here. What did you guys think? Did you like the Vintage Truck? It's probably one of my favorite transfers, but I was seriously nervous about using the different layers. Thanks, guys. What colors would you guys use? Did you like my color combination? I'm a turquoise and reds girl. I like it. Cute, 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 cute. Okay, so next is, let's put a bow on it. And I don't know if you guys are into bows. I was going to show you a few quick ways to make some. So this is the bow I made, and I haven't made one in years. So I was a little nervous, but I think it turned out pretty cute. There's 3 different layers here on the bows. So let me kind of walk you through the bow making. Let me put him on here. Let me get this. Okay, so I'm just gonna take some, whatever twine it is or whatever, and put it through one of my loop, and then tie it onto the handle there. And then I'll show you what it looks like, and then we'll do bows. Okay, for those that are bow challenged, I have 2 ways. You have one that will turn out, will be a much simpler bow. And then there's this one that my mom actually taught me when I was in high school. She used to be like a florist, so it kind of came back to me after a few tries. But I didn't want to do it in front of you because I struggled a little bit and my hands got kind of numb. So let's see. Now, let's see. Can you see it all? You think the bow's too big, or you think the bow's good? I'll have to see. We'll have to see about the bow. I like to set it around for a little bit and then try to decide if I like it or not. I think it turned out super cute. But let me show you how I would make a bow. There's two ways. A simple one that you could do is just take your ribbon, okay? And this is dollar store ribbon, guys. So I just, got Dollar Tree ribbon. Take it and kind of make a loop with it. Can you see my little loop? And then just take it down, okay? And then you have a cute little bow, okay? And you could do that just, over and over. Just cut out your ribbon and just keep putting it together, okay? And just use this twine. You could just simply use this twine to put each little layer in, okay? The next way I'm going to show you is actually how my mama taught me. And it's a little more sophisticated. It's a little more challenging. But girls, they have what they call an easy bow maker. If you're really into bows and want to try one. But this way, if you're just want to practice, just take and make a little loop about the size of 2 or 3 fingers and squish it in, okay? And then you're gonna turn it up, do a twist so that your ribbon is right side up again, okay? Make a bigger loop, okay? Squish it in. This is when you need a husband, okay? So he can help you do your bow making. Okay, now twist it again and get your ribbon right side up again, okay? Have your bow, squish it in, and you keep doing that for as long as you want it. So on that one, I did 4 on the first layer with the first ribbon, and I did 3 on each additional one, 4 of these bigger bows, okay? And I did that with 3 different layers. My hands were hurting, okay? So I don't recommend it. You need more practice, whatever. Just let me know. I'll do another bow session. And then you just take a little tie and run it through there and tie it up, okay? So that's the easy ways that I know how to make a bow. I'm not the perfect bow maker. There's a little thing out there that will teach you. You can get off Amazon or Hobby Lobby. It's called the Easy Bow Maker that can help you make bows. So what do you guys think of tonight's project? Okay, so again, if you're loads of love. So there's the ribbon, the bow, and then there's this. Turned out cute. That's all I have, guys. But if you have questions or want to shop for the products that I use, just type in shop. If you want to become a club member, type in club. It's a monthly club that we have for $19.99. Or you want to be a designer like myself. And I don't think I have introduced myself. So I'm Mandy Ross with Gwen's Boxy Nest, and I'm a Chalk Couture independent designer. I got wrapped up in my craft project today, so hopefully you catch on to that at the end of my presentation. But thank you guys for joining, and I'll be back. I try to do my lives normally Tuesdays and Thursdays. On Sundays, it just kind of depends if I'm in the crafting mood or not. This one was kind of a big project, so I kind of wanted to do it on a Sunday so people have more time to watch it. But anyway, if you're not in my VIP group, I would love to have you there. Just type in VIP, and that's kind of where I can do giveaways, do special pricing on like sample packs, and that kind of good stuff. So take care, and I appreciate you joining, and have a good Sunday. Bye.